Hey everyone, Saintsfan back again with another GTA 5 video, and today I want to go over 10 glitches, tricks, and things you may not know about GTA Online. Even 3 years into this game, I'm still learning things that I never knew, and hopefully by the end of this video, you learned something that you didn't already know. In case maybe you have something that you know about that maybe you think other people don't know about, you can leave it in the comment section for other people to know. But anyway, hopping into this, the first thing I want to talk about is that $250,000 that you get for free for just logging on into GTA Online. I've gotten a lot of questions about this, so I figured I would just clear it up here. So that $250,000 that I guess they're doing as like the 3-year anniversary special, it's actually going to get deposited into your account by November 4th, this Friday. I've seen so many people ask me and tell me that they haven't received that $250,000. Well, just wait until this Friday, November 4th, and then you should have it. If not, then you might have to go onto the Rockstar support page and ask them. But yeah, if you did not know about that, log into GTA Online until Friday, I think, and then you get $250,000 for free for doing absolutely nothing. It's not a lot, but it'll help out. Next thing I want to talk about is your favorite bike. A lot of people seem to not really know how to tell what your favorite bike is, and then how to change your favorite bike. So one way, the easiest way to tell what your favorite bike is, if you go into settings or you go into the start menu, and then you go into stats, and then I believe vehicles, at the very top, it tells you what your favorite bike is. Mine, you'll see it says the e.lga.to drag, and the way it determines your favorite bike, when the Biker DLC came out, that's when it started. So basically, whatever you used a lot when the Biker DLC came out, that's what became your favorite bike. It didn't account for all the bikes before the DLC, or all the time you spent on them before the DLC. But to actually change your favorite bike, it's kind of, it's not a difficult process. It's just kind of an annoying process, because you just have to use a specific bike. You have to drive around on it for about an hour or so. I mean, I don't know if there's an official time out there that you have to spend on a bike to make it your new favorite, but that is how you get another bike to replace the one you have at the moment. You just use it. You drive it. I know that sounds self-explanatory. That sounds simple enough, but you know, I would have wished we could have chosen our favorite bike, because the one downside is, since there are a lot of bikes in the game, I don't want to use one specific one. I want to use a lot. So if we would have had the option to choose, I think that would have been a lot better. But hopefully that helps you out with your favorite bike. Speaking of bikes and vehicles, and even today with the new Tornado Rat Rod, this is something that some people just, I feel like they don't realize like how you can fully use the creator to your advantage. A lot of people are always upset that these new vehicles, whenever they add them, they don't get put into single player. And, you know, back in the day, like the first year GTA came out, what people would do was go into single player, pick the Zentorno or pick whatever car, test it out, go to the Pay and Spray, use it there, see what customization, see what options are there, you know, see if the handling is good, see if the speed is good, and then they could go into online to decide if they actually want to buy that vehicle. But since Rockstar made it so where these new vehicles don't go into online, unless you're on PC, you know, you're not going to be able to test them in single player. The way you can test them is you go into the creator mode, and don't make a race, because actually making a race, some vehicles you can't use, like the Sanctus, for example. Make a capture. Once you make a capture, go through the list, you know, make sure everything is good to go, and then place a vehicle down, and then scroll through. You can place the Sanctus, you know, I placed the Tornado Rat Rod. Whenever a new vehicle comes out, do this, and you can test it. Now, you can't test the upgrades, and you can't see what sort of customization it has, but you can get a feel for the car. And I mean, I'll always have videos of all the customization, so you won't need to worry too much about that. But this is a way where you can test these new cars for free without having to worry about spending this money and then not liking that specific vehicle. Because if you had done that with a Tornado Rat Rod, you would know that it's not that great of a car, especially for the pretty high price tag of it. So I know that's something that may have been known for a while, but I feel like it doesn't get used properly, I guess. Next up, and this is something that I don't know if it was intentional or not, but in passive mode, if you're on a bike, you can actually still karate kick, which technically counts as a weapon, I guess, because you can still kill NPCs. You cannot kill regular people like other players because they're grayed out or they're hollowed out. But say you don't want to have to worry about other players, other people griefing you, you go into passive mode, at least you still have an option to kill NPCs. Although it may be a little hard, you still have an option to kill NPCs if you're on a bike. Again, I don't know if that's intentional or if Rockstar's going to patch that, but I thought that was something a little cool to know. This one's a pretty fun one, and this works with being an MC club or a CEO or a VIP. If you invite someone and then turn friendly fire off, so like your people can't kill you, if they light you on fire, if they throw Molotovs at you, if they do whatever to get you on fire, you will burn, but you won't die. And that's cool for pictures, for certain situations where you want to look like a crazy person because you're on fire, but you're not dying. Like there's a few things that you could do with this, and I thought that was something nice to know. And this happened, I don't know if you'll see it in the gameplay, but the fire spread to the cars, and the cars blew up, and they didn't even kill me. So friendly fire works even if a person in your crew blows up a car, that car is not going to kill you. So I figured I'd let you guys know about that little neat trick that you can do to make some cool stuff in GTA Online. Next up, and this is something I really had no idea. I always knew there were certain spots on the map where the gang attacks happened, but I did not know they showed up at certain times. And as you're seeing on screen, this is a map of all the gang attacks. I think there's like 50 or so. I don't actually know because I have not done this, but I don't know if you finish all 50, if that like completes them. But at least now you might want to save this. I'll leave a link to the image in the description so you can maybe save it for yourself. You might want to, have this up or something if you're in online so you would know, all right, it's this time of the day. Don't go here because there's going to be a gang attack. I never knew gang attacks work that way. I thought it was just random. But now it seems, at least according to this picture, that there's a method to the madness, I guess. Now, this next little thing is something that is kind of useless, but it's kind of fun. If you go to the pier and you stand on the 5th step from the water and you hit X or square to dive, your guy will dive or attempt to dive into the water, but he won't make it because he's too far away. And I know that's something that's, again, kind of useless, but it is something a little fun, maybe to show your friends, a little party trick, I guess. So I thought I'd let you guys know about it. Now, these next few things are some places that you may not have known about that you can get into in GTA Online. So the first one, we'll start with the easiest. You can actually get behind this waterfall, and one, I completely forgot there was even a waterfall in GTA Online, apart from the one by Mount Chiliad. But there's a little place if you go along the left-hand side of this little river, because if you go in the middle, you'll get pushed downstream. But if you go on the left side, stay towards the rocks, you can actually sneak behind it, and might be a little cool if you're ever playing hide and seek or something. Might be a nice place to go, or you're escaping a bounty. Might be a fun place to go there, and people might not know you're back there. This next place, you can actually go into one of the trailers in the Lost MC trailer park. I had no idea about this. I always thought all those places were closed, but on the left-hand side, or I guess kind of closer to the Alamo Sea, one of the trailers you can actually walk in. There's not much in there, but it might be, again, another place where, since the biker stuff came up, maybe if you're role-playing, you can go there instead of your clubhouse because you don't have to go through a loading screen, or maybe if you just want to hide out, you can go there as well. And then the last thing, this is a super easy way to get into the FIB building, which if you've never been in there, it's actually really cool. There's a lot that you can explore. There's the destroyed area, there's the regular area, but what you need is a buzzard and another person. You go up on top, and you put the buzzard kind of on the line. You can sort of see in the gameplay. You get it close to the glass, but not that close. And then as you're driving, or as you're in the driver's seat, have a friend pull you out, and you'll see you fall right through the glass into the FIB area. And like I said, from here you can explore. You can go up and down the staircase. You can go on floor 51. That's the destroyed floor. If you go a little bit further down, that's the regular floor. If you go into the destroyed part, there's some spots where you can see out into the world, like out into free mode, and you can actually shoot things. You can snipe people, you can shoot RPGs, you can shoot flares. I don't know if people can shoot you, but it's actually it's probably one of the most interesting parts or places in GTA Online that you can explore. So I figured if you've never done it, or maybe you want to go revisit it, then this little easy glitch can help you out. That is it, though, with this episode. Hopefully you learned one or two things that you may not have known about GTA Online. Again, if you have anything that you want to share or comment on, let me know in the comments section. As always, though, drop a like if you did enjoy, subscribe for more awesome GTA content, and I will see you guys in the next one.